All right, guys, welcome back to ESL Vainglory Cup Series. I'm Jason Kaplan, still joined by Don John. I didn't mess it up this time. I'm so proud of myself. And we have another great game coming your way. You might have heard us before we went off air before. I'm just going to reiterate one more time. We have Team Collab, or Collab, I guess they're not called Team Collab, up against Prodigy, a Belgian team.
We actually have the Team A Collab. It's Tough, Fuji, and Arakisuro. So that's a lot of good players in one team. So a good collab there. And Team Prodigy, pretty new. I think one name is familiar for me. It's Itzik. I'm not quite sure with what I'm connecting at the moment, but
you do recognize his name, and that's a good sign.
Yeah,
I think we would tell them to start this up because we can drop in a game in just a few seconds. This is going to be a great one. And just to remind you guys at home, you can always participate in these. They happen every Wednesday and Sunday for the rest of May, all leading up to a finals coming up on June 12th, where it's determined by points you accumulate through all of the cups the picks have started.
Yeah.
So we're going to drop you straight into there and see how this game goes.
Yeah, we do have a double scarf ban, guys. So, like the first match. No scarf is going to be in that match. Still picking
Fuji. He's just doing this to taunt. Everyone's been asking where's the pedal counter bin for Scarf, but with Scarf banned, you're not going to pick pedal.
No, probably not. So there's the first login. Just guys, in case you're wondering, because we didn't mention it right now, we are this time having a 3-minute delay.
Yep.
So no one can actually see what the enemy team is picking in terms of watching the chat. Or
what?
Not the chat.
Adagio?
Watching the stream. Yeah, Adagio.
Okay.
That's sweet.
All right.
I like that.
We'll just remind you guys, Team Collab actually did play in the last cup. We did catch them where they lost in the quarterfinals to Red Team 2. And Prodigy, a team we did not actually see, lose it out in the round of 32 to Fietspellen, who ended up finishing in 4th place. And Fietspellen are actually still currently alive in cup number 2 as we do finally load into the game.
Nice skin there by Tough.
Adagio, come on, walk me through him. This is first time seeing him in the cups.
Oh,
what is he
going,
bring to the table?
For the contract. I just thought about it. Is Fuji going for the contract or is Tough going for it? It looks like that Fuji is going to be the tank in this team, or is hopefully trying to get the tank. Maybe they're going for a triple. No, probably not. So let's just see what he's up to. Let's check the opponents. We do have their Itzik playing an attacker on an book, actually. So a bit of lifesteal on this side. We do have Arden playing a typical start on the contract. So double body jungle system. Nothing special for Dream and Promos and Bounty, if you want to pronounce that in that way. And actually we have Taka in lane. Feels like, I don't know, what do you feel about Taka in lane? Like,
I feel like he's going to be
versus Fox.
Really hard to kill, just for the fact that you have your stealth. I feel like this is one way to facilitate him getting a lot of extra money that he would not get in the jungle. Thus, he'll get his items quicker, he'll get his levels quicker, and he becomes more potent as the game progresses on a lot faster. As you're seeing, he's doing a pretty good job. It's really hard for Arakizero to kind of force him out, at least at this moment, with them being level 1, level 2.
Ooh, we might see the first blood here. Tough is going quite low. Dreamer's jumping in there and is now the target of Team Collab. Team Collab picking up the first blood here, going to Iraqi Suru, actually the laner, the one you want to give that goal for.
Why is he running through this bush?
That's a good question.
I mean, you have the dash, it looks like he'll be able to get away, but Promars came in to do some good damage to him, dropping him very low in health. Maybe a couple of extra auto attacks would be enough. They're going to go for the dive, they get the kill! And mistakes like that cannot be made and should not be made by a team like Team Collab, who are these all-star players.
I mean, why would you face that?
Why again?
Another one!
What is happening in this game? It's just the face checks as we do see Arden come over the wall with the help of the shield, but it's not enough. He will fall. That's now 2-1 in favor of Team Collab as they're looking to chase down Dreamer. He's going to just turn around and try to get some help from Itzig, but what is he really going to offer? Taka with level 2 isn't going to do too much.
Only on a book, which is basically just there to sustain a lane, so yeah, totally agree. And now we do see actually Team Collab picking up a bunch of farm here in Team Prodigy's jungle, and meanwhile we do see Koshkar back alive, jumping in there. Favorite target looked like a bit for Fuji, but Fuji is able to survive. Top is now the target. He slows his enemy there, but this is going to be a kill probably for the cat. Oh, did actually Arden? No, he didn't blood for blooded. I thought for a second he might go for that kill, but no, you don't want to steal your jungle carry's kill there. So Tough is going down. It's a 2-for-2. It's a lot of kills in the early game already. Did not suspect that to be happening. And actually, Iraqi Zero another time is a bit off guard. He is reckless jumping in, but there is the Fuji actually mounting in, drilling death, doing a lot of damage. Who's going down first? A nice heal there. And is this slow enough? Boots activated. Dreamer is probably going to be
going to be killed.
To be
wow, this is a game of fighting, a bloodbath more than a farming game, a methodical play. It's 4-2 and currently favorite collab. Remember, these guys, have come together recently. At least that's, from the understanding I got from seeing them in the first cup. So chemistry is one thing that's a little bit lacking in the team, but they are all outstanding players. And that's why we did see them actually fall against Team Red 2 when we saw them play in cut number 1. But they're off to a strong start.
You've just picked up Red 2. There's some nice information actually about Red 2. They got kicked off.
They did. They ended up losing to Victoria's Secret in the round of 32. So cool to see how close the teams are. We saw Victoria's Secret actually as our first game, I think it was, in the first cup, where they lost to Unknown. But little did we know then that Unknown would go on to win the whole thing. So really cool to see things like that actually happen. Yeah.
It's for me. It's we just did not see that kill happening. Dreamer's going down as well. He would have, not be able to survive that one.
I mean, with so many kills going on, you're bound to miss one. It's not a big deal. But they catch him out again and are starting to get really good control of this game. 6-2. They do have a 300 gold lead. This is what I want to see, though. You asked me about Taka and Lame. Itzig, I want to see when he hits level 6, when he gets his items coming in, when he actually goes back and buy since he's sitting on about 2,200 gold, how impactful he's going to be in these fights. And the thing is, if he doesn't do it soon, then they're going to lose. I mean, they keep losing these little battles in the jungle, and that's putting the rest of his team behind.
Yeah, for me, it looks like they want to grant him that extra XP here right now in the jungle, that he can hit that level 6 as soon as possible, since, actually, he's quite even with Irakasoro, who's playing Vox for Team Collab at the moment. So they're probably trying to get that extra, where they are, there they are, that extra damage out of Itzig's X-Ray Su's ult, basically the ult called X-Ray Su. So flare gun checking the enemy tri-bush there for a second. No one there. Everyone is still safe and sound farming, now connecting, and we might see the first team fight, but actually Itzig just heard it.
No, he's coming down. He's stealthed up. Fuji's going to be going in. Ultimate's still waiting for him to come online, but you can see the damage they're able to do. Dreamer on very little sliver of life left, and they'll pick up the first kill, and now Promars will fall as well. There'll be a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Collab as they lengthen a lead to 8-3. And the goal lead now about 500 difference between the two teams. But again, time after time, they catch him out. Itzig is finally level 6, so he could have been more impactful in that fight.
Yeah, he hit it like literally after the fight, so he couldn't use it in fight. Tried to capture that for a second there, so... Well, he's the first one hitting level 6. Iraqi Suru just hit it as well, so... We'll see what he's going to do with that. We saw a lot of Takas actually today already on stream.
And we were actually wondering if we'd see him a lot more last cup, but it seemed like the Scarf Kalashka combo was just too strong. And now Gold Mine's actually being started off.
Oh, Iraqi getting some damage there. Wait for it. Through the whole team of Prodigy, actually. Dreamer is the only one who could survive that. He's activating his boots one more time. This time he will be able to survive, and Fuji is just, focusing the Gold Miner for that one. So it's 10-4 in terms of kills, but well, before that Gold Miner gets picked up, the gold gap is not that big. So the Scout Trap is not going to give him. I thought he's going to rush into that gold Scout Trap, but managed to kite it.
I think one big thing that we're seeing in this game alone, which is the kills, the gold, but also the levels. You look at Toph, he's level 5 against Dreamer, who's level 4, who's just over halfway towards his level 5, where Toph is almost level 6. These ultimates coming online are going to be so impactful when we do see the fights break out momentarily. I would assume, if you're in the team, or you're in Collab, you see that you're ahead of them in levels, you have ultimates that they don't even have just yet. You want to fight. You want to force something.
Yeah, well, Koshka just got level 6, so that is gone, that advantage. Right now, they do have, of course, all 3 members level 6. And you mentioned already in the game before, Arden's ult, wonderful CC. Actually, we do see
the stuns!
Whoa, that was a wait for it, right? Am I right? And a wonderful wait for it again, doing a lot of damage. And now it's Itzig. He's the last one alive. He's trying to get Toph traded back there. His box will probably... Oh, close one there. So he's able to survive for now, heading to his first tower. Hopes not to be dived But yeah, actually nice that he went back in there and tried to secure one kill for his team, because he saw that they both got literally wrecked by that Iraqi Zero.
Well, credit to Toph. I mean, he's got 10 assists now because of that ultimate. Just completely locked all three of them down. And even hearing, Adagio's actually kind of really well played, or played quite often in the North America meta. The Adagio Koshka combo up against Arden Koshka is actually a really good counter. So it's cool to see them bringing over the North America meta over to Europe. But we're trying to see if Prodigy can kind of respond to it. Again, maybe the first time, maybe they've heard about it. Maybe they didn't expect it, though, and I would assume they definitely didn't expect it since they picked Arden into this comp. But they're going to get caught out yet again. Pro Mars and Bounty. He should fall from this, ideally. And Dreamer, he's going to fall, too. Fuji still just staying alive. Itzig, I mean...
I wonder, though, if that Yummy Kitten Frenzy was for Arden here. I could believe he wanted to try to get Itzig here. So it's not the best target to go on Arden.
Yeah, definitely the ideal target to hit. Yeah. I think one thing, though, that we're seeing lacking on the set of Prodigy is that they don't have any range.
Yeah.
You have Iraqi Zoro, who just has to worry about them jumping on top of him, but because they keep catching up Prodigy time and time again, it's like, all right, I get to sit in the back, I get to do free damage. I don't have to worry too much about my safety, which means maybe he can go into a little bit more of an offensive build than defensive items as quick as he would have expected to. The collab, 14-5, 9 minutes in, they're looking strong. They're looking like they want to advance a little bit further in the tournament this time than they did in cut number 1.
Yeah, Collab is definitely, you can say, because you just mentioned range, definitely a triple range team, because of that Koshka is so good in terms of range. Yummy Kitten Frenzy right now not up, so he couldn't secure that kill there, so it's able for Itzig to survive as well, Dreamer, and this is a nice low out of Adagio.
Oh
this
my
should
gosh.
be a wait for it. Is it connecting? Yeah, it is, and the Sonic Zoom, it's coming up in seconds, other way around.
Zex. If you're German, I've been learning, I've had to, though. To actually stay in the country longer.
Oh, he's stayed quite a while.
Almost got taken down, but we will see the first turn of the game go down for Team Collab. Well done by them, as they do secure even greater of a lead, about to hit 4,000 between these two teams, and that 4,000 gold 10 minutes in, that is an astounding number. That is so hard to go up against.
Yeah, and you mentioned already they are playing from the NA servers on the U servers, though they are handling their lag quite good at the moment.
Yeah, they are. We'll see how it fares for them a little bit later on. If we actually do a couple more of their games, or if they do win out this game. I'm assuming they might be able to. Arden going to pop his ultimate down, the gauntlet being thrown, but with what help, with what backup, the turret's gone. You're being forced to back away, and that ultimate just being misused.
Yeah. Basically, he tried to save that tower, but why to put that gauntlet down there? Because basically you track them to the tower, and they will just stay there and last hit it, and then maybe even go for a kill. Yeah, maybe even kill you then for doing that. It's like you're not really. How dare you? You're just helping them, if anything. You're making them commit to taking the turret instead of backing away. Yeah. But the gold payout. Look at this. I mean, it's just about to tick over. They just got a turret. They got 2 turrets technically. They got a couple of kills. They're getting the payout from this too. That's a lot of income back to their hands. And I guess items is something that we should maybe kind of look into a little bit. With Iraqi Zero on Vox, probably the best Vox player in North America, if not the world at the moment. And you can see in his items, I mean, he's getting a lot of crystal power behind him. It's interesting though, he's not on Aftershock yet. We do see Fuji on the Aftershock though. So I would have expected him actually go for the Aftershock. He's right now on Eve of Harvest. We saw that earlier already in the match before. Quite nice sustain actually on Look at this trap. They're setting up for Iraqi Zoro. Going to get caught. He's almost going to get bursted down. He's still alive though with the sliver of HP. He's looking to back away. He's looking at dash in multiple directions. He will fall, but he will get one in the end and trade that away. But now Fuji coming in. Toph trying to help out as well. Trying to get the slows in to try to catch out on Dreamer, who's just running and kiting them away. And that was a good trap by them. But you saw how long it took for them to kill just one person on the side of Collab. And that was the squishiest person on their team. Yeah, totally agree that. It's nice to see how fast Itzig is actually, just to his book, regaining health there. Just to point that out. I like that to play on a melee actually on that book. Like 100 health back for a last hit. That helps him in lane. It makes it possible for Taka to stay in lane, I would assume. Yeah. Alright, well they got the gold payout. They've got 2 more kills. Actually, sorry, 1 more kill behind them. 1 more kill, yeah. So it's a 1v1 trade after that trap. Nice setup though. Maybe they are able to do that again, and well, around 12 minutes in, it's soon to be her time to spawn in the fold at Mark 15. I'm actually curious, do you think they need this to finish the game?
it obviously helps. But
Kraken?
do you think, the Kraken, do you think it's a requirement for them to finish this
No.
off?
Oh, especially we do see a team fight here, and we do see actually 2 members by Prodigy already bursted down literally in seconds. So they could right now probably push at least 1 tower if they're playing it smart. It's just a, 1 tower at least. A death sentence of 5 seconds left onto Taka there. Sorry, Koshka. But the tower, you can see that DPS, right? That's so huge. Yummy Kid and Francie going down there. The tower is not quite down yet. There it is. It's going down. Well, no, I don't know.
Why would... Oh, sorry, never mind. That was Itzig. I thought that was actually Pro Mars going in with the ultimate. I was like, why would you do that? But no, it was perfectly timed. Itzig should have just backed away a little bit earlier on. And it might cost him another turret for this too. This one's falling extremely quickly.
Yes.
Now, with a 19-6 scoreline, without the Kraken even spawning in, it looks like Collab are looking to finish off this game to be one of the first games that we've actually casted so far that have finished within 15 minutes time.
Yep.
And they're going to do it. They're going to pull it off.
So 3 towers out of that, 2 kills actually, and then well, Itzig stayed too long, too close to his tower, which was basically a tower which was death already. So
it's a snowball too. I mean, you lose 1 man on a turret, you're gonna end up losing another turret from that, and if someone else fights again, you're gonna lose him, and it's just a big one-sided kind of affair. And well done to Collab. I mean, again, they've gotten back to where they were before in the round of 16. Question comes. Who are they potentially up against? I think it's Red Team 1, the sister or brother team of the team that knocked him out last cup.
That would be perfect, right? Yeah, look, they won. Red Team 1 just succeeded versus Walkers. So we will actually see Collab versus Red Team 1.
Okay, so guys, we're actually going to be going to that game next.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Collab up against Red Team 1. It'll be interesting to see how that match actually goes between these two, especially when it comes to ping and especially when it comes to North America teams trying to maybe defend their meta and defend titles over here in Europe. So guys, we'll head to a quick little break. When we come back, we'll be kicking off a round of 16, and we will see you then.